we're gonna do an AMA with CASHVerse. We've got Dadbot and Bluff along with us. As you know, we've got a competition going. We're giving away quite a lot of stuff tonight. And we've given you some tasks to do. There's a Google form that's pinned up that you should be able to go into. It's quite simple. What we want you to do is to follow us, Jesse Degens, on Twitter. Go into CASHVerse's group. The links are all there in the Google form as well to make it really, really simple. And take a screenshot for evidence that you're in that group. And also go into Protoverse and take a screenshot of evidence that you're in that group. So, I'm going to give you the first password now, and it's a really easy one. Anybody that knows me would probably be able to guess this anyway. So the first password is going to be, or code word, is going to be Degen. That's Degen, D-E-G-E-N. Like I said, I will be kind to people because I can see that there are still people joining now. There's people trying to get into the chat. So I will give that password out again in a few minutes' time. But then anybody that's not here by then, that's tough on them, really. So I'm going to pass you over now to Dadbot and Bluff. Would you guys like to introduce yourselves?
Sure. So Dadbot Vet. I'm not a dev or official team member of CASHVerse, but I've been a holder since the very beginning. Quite a bit of tokens and all of the quite a bit, a large bag, we'll say, in each of the tokens. So I'm a large stakeholder and have quite a bit of skin in the game. I'm in tight with the team, and I help out quite a bit where I can. So, that's kind of where I am with it.
Okay, thank you. And Bluff, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah. Name's Buff. Also a long-term holder of all CASHVerse projects. Dad Bob was being modest. We are moderators and we're a part of the team. Obviously, we're not compensated to be on the team. Everyone that is a member has a bag and works for their own bag. Hydra's the only one that writes the code for all the projects, but we do all the work and participate in the community and trying to get the word spread for the project. It's been around for quite a while now, and just keeps getting better and better by the day.
Okay, that sounds really cool. I can't remember. I might not. I might have forgotten this bit. Did I ask you to tell us a joke at the beginning, or to tell us something funny? If I didn't, don't worry about it. That's my bad.
Nope. Sure didn't.
I didn't. You're not prepared. If you want to tell us a joke, here's your chance. Okay.
Yeah, unprepared. Totally unprepared.
All right. I can see we've got a couple more people joined in the chat now. Welcome. I've been busy messaging. We've been sending messages all over the place. So I will give you the code word again, the secret code word that you need to be able to enter the competition tonight through the Google form is Degen. I say that again, D-E-G-E-N. Right. Now, I really want to get into your project and all the good stuff that you've got for us, got to show us tonight. I've been looking at it. It looks really fascinating. Can you just start to explain the different aspects of your project for us, please?
Yeah, sure. So the general premise of CASHVerse, the play on word cash is passive income. The idea is make money, do nothing to make money. So it all started with the original token, which is ADACash, ADA. which is meant to be passive. The idea is you hold ADACash, and the the taxes made from purchases of ADACash or sales of ADACash collected will reward holders in BEP20 ADA, Cardano. So that's where the ADACash comes in. And so that was the original token. It was just a traditional rewards token. And that was sort of it. It was very basic in the beginning. And then Hydra.
Buy the token, hold it, and get reflections kind of thing paid in.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. And then Hydra, who's the god of all developers, he sort of took over the project from the original owner, and he just kind of grew it from there. So that was October 2021, and by mid-December, he launched SOLCash. So SOLCash is the same deal, SOL Solana. So with SOLCash, you buy SOLCash, and by holding it, you are then passively earning BEP20 Solana on, again, taxes earned from buys and sells of the SOLCash. So it's, again, a reflections token for SOLCash earning Solana. But what he added was a staking platform for the ADACash, which was the original. So if you stake ADACash, yes, ma'am. Yes.
No. I'm just listening to this. I'm going like, this is great. So you get the reflections, but you get to stake it as well, and then you get rewarded for staking it.
You do. So you stake your ADACash, and for nothing. So there's no taxes in staking. It's free to stake, and you automatically earn SOLCash for free. So it's kind of like, I always tell people, it's like a 3-for-1 for free kind of system. So you buy ADACash and stake it. So by holding ADACash in your wallet or in your staking platform, you're earning the ADA, you're earning SOLCash because you've now staked it, and the rewarded SOLCash is also earning you the SOL. So, the one, original purchase of ADACash is going to get you all three of those rewards, those income streams. So those were like the first two, and that was by the end of 2021 that we had those. So from there, I think next on the list was the first phase of the game that we had talked about just for a minute, and that is called CASHVerse. And CASHVerse is a play on the Pokemon game that everyone's probably at least heard of. I didn't know.
Oh, right.
Yeah. So the idea with the Pokemon or the CASHVerse game is, you're going to purchase your NFT, your CASHVerse eggs, and that was released early last year, and it went quite well, actually. After 5 days of holding your NFT egg, you can hatch it and discover which family your egg is, which rarity your egg is, etc. But as I mentioned, our developer had some health issues, and so that project was kind of put on hold while he was recovering. So that's sort of been put on the back burner and is, in development, further development to kind of pick up the main game. It was always meant to be released as a phase one, the egg game, and then the main game would be like the second phase. We just hadn't gotten to that point yet before he got ill. So that's on the roadmap to release that main game. And that's going to be great for the ecosystem because you purchase the eggs with SOLCash. So by purchasing the eggs, you're driving volume, and because it's a rewards token, it's you're creating those reflections, and your holders are benefiting by other people playing the game. So whether or not you play, you have the benefit of making that passive income stream. And then as the game is released, ADACash is going to be used for purchasing, weapons and potions and things of that sort. So both of those tokens are going to be utilized in the game. Let's see. Next, they're on the roadmap. Well, I don't really know if I'm going in order of the roadmap, but there's another project that he's working on he's referring to it as crypto-date. So it's like, play on the idea of being up to date with your crypto. So everyone, has 25 wallets in crypto, and you're always looking all over the place to try to see what's where and your transaction history, etc. Well, he's putting together sort of a tracking system that goes and sort of organizes that for you all in one place, and creates like the graphs and the histories, and sort of makes it a one-stop shop for your history, but also is meant to keep devs, give them the ability to communicate with their communities, should people opt into receiving messages. It's just sort of like a way to, again, stay up to date with all of your crypto information. And that is going to be sort of another way to drive volume in the community, for the community, because I believe the plan is to allow everyone to register one wallet at no cost. But who has one wallet in crypto, right? So after that, it would be a sort of a subscription process where a certain amount of the ADACash would need to be paid in order to utilize the service for additional wallets. I don't know if he has the amounts set up yet or whatever, but that's sort of the process there. So that's the crypto-date project. Let's see. Then I'm just kind of rattled.
Do you want to share your screen with us so you can show us these things as you're talking about them?
Yeah, but I don't really. These are more future. So there's not really anything to show at this time for those things.
That's fine, that's fine.
There is the pitch decks on the CASHVerse site. So if anybody wanted to see that, they could roll through the pitch decks, and it will explain in great detail, about those projects. But that's for more like business presentations that we would use for potential large money investors that would want to come into the project, but they're still, readily accessible and easy to read.
Yeah, I just want to draw everybody's attention to your link tree, which has got so much stuff in it. I'm just looking through it now. So obviously you've got your SOLCash, your ADACash, Fortune Cash, which we haven't got onto yet. No,
but you know what I can show, just since we had discussed the Cashiman, I can show just for fun. He did put together a sort of showroom for the NFTs, and Jesse, you'll have to remind me how I share my screen.
So there's 3 buttons. Press the 3 buttons, and then you get a menu that drops down, and then you should see it. Share screen.
Alex is sharing their screen. This action will pin your screencast for all participants. I guess that's it. All right, share screen. I guess, sorry, Alex.
Hey, there you go. No, that's my alt. It's fine.
Okay. So this is our CASHVerse dashboard. Let's see here. That's actually staking dashboard. I don't have a wallet connected right now, so this is. I guess I can just walk you through this real quick. So this is our just homepage dashboard, so to speak. Just some basic info on ADACash and SOLCash. We have a lottery.
Yeah.
And the lottery, and I haven't spoken about Fortune Cash yet, so maybe we'll just table this for a second here. What I wanted to show you was the Cashimon showroom. So these are all of the Cashimon that have been hatched to this point. So we minted, 1,400 or so, but people have only elected to hatch, almost 1,100 of them. So what Hydra has allowed you to do is just sort of sort and, filter just to see who has what. I'm kind of a loser. I think I have like 60 of them. I spent quite a bit of money on these. So anyway, these are the various Cashimons that have been hatched. Here are the different family types. You can see them on the screen here: dragon, lizard, turtle, falcon, and rabbit. Your gender types, and then the various ancestries. And this, again, is more of a play on Pokemon, and I don't know the game, so I'm kind of making it up here, but I assume Pokemon is a similar concept. I'm more of the financial investor as opposed to the game player, but, I'll have to have a Pokemon person tell me if that's right or wrong.
I know very little about Pokemon.
Yeah.
I did play it with my kids when they were younger, very briefly, but...
So that's the Cashimon, showroom. It's just a quick little way to see your Cashimon. So Hydra's always doing little utility stuff like that when, he has a minute. So I want to let's get into Fortune Cash so we can talk about some of the rest, because Fortune Cash really is going to, I think, overtake everything else that we do going forward. So Fortune Cash is the third token that was released in the ecosystem, and it's pretty cool. It's really unique in the way that it works. So all buys and sells of Fortune Cash actually pump the ADACash and SOLCash chart. So the way he coded it, it's just green candles all over for the other two tokens. So that, and that's using it's a lower tax token because it's meant to be traded, whereas the other ones are more hold and get reflections. But the Fortune Cash, again, lower tax. But a portion of the tax is used to buy buy ADACash and alternately SOLCash. It's kind of back and forth. And then at a certain point, a big buy is triggered. So it's actually more, the first buy, goes into sort of a ADACash bucket. The next buy goes into the SOLCash bucket. The next sell goes into ADACash, vice versa, back and forth, until it fills up to whatever his trigger amount is, and then it executes a buy. So it's all buys and all sells, go to the purchase of the two tokens. So that's pretty neat. Then from there, Hydra released the Cash Casino. So we have an online casino that utilizes the Fortune Cash token. So again, you buy the Fortune Cash, which benefits the other two tokens. You then sort of deposit them into your casino wallet. And while you don't actually play with those tokens in the game, in the casino, they're credits, cash credits for the casino. I think it's just the way he does the math. But Fortune Cash goes in and Fortune Cash comes out. So, it's you're still using the Fortune Cash. But there's a casino, and right now there's 9 games. We have Hold'em, Texas Hold'em, Baccarat, and Blackjack, and then there's 6 different slots. Chris, Buff and I were both involved in testing on that for a while, and that's been live for a couple months now. So
it's live, but there's no link on the website yet.
That's what I've been looking for.
Oh, I did not realize that. Okay.
No, he didn't put it on the website just yet. But it is live, so if somebody wanted to, we could, get that information. They could, get set up and start playing. He had a reason for it. I can't exactly remember why. I think he was focused on getting a couple other things coded. The slot bot was his main focus, because that would drive plenty of revenue for the project and allow a lot of other projects to really take advantage of some good marketing, for good projects with that.
Yeah, I also think he wanted to have more games available before it was released to the masses. Right now, it's just the 9 games in the casino. But it is live, it does work, you can make money. So
we can actually get on it and play it right now.
You can.
You need Fortune Cash to play that, right?
Correct. That's right.
Okay.
And when we're done here, if you remind me, I'll get you the link so you can send it out to your community. But it does work. I've knock on wood, I've been pretty successful. I've made a couple dollars on there. I did have one bad run, but I'm net positive right now. Anyway, so the Cash Casino is another utility for Fortune Cash, so that's pretty cool. Let's see, utility. Let's go back over here. You still see my? Yeah, you do see my screen. So we have the lottery. This just went off, so I think there's like nothing in it right now. The lottery, it's a weekly draw, and this again is a Fortune Cash utility. So Hydra funds it with bank from the previous lotteries, and then of course ticket purchases throughout the week build it as well, and you can buy either of the two or both. I think traditionally Buff and I we buy tickets in each, and so far when we split it with one another, so that's kind of our way of maximizing our chances to win. He's looked at my brother from another mother, and that's on YouTube now. So that's cool. But this has gotten like to several hundreds of dollars at times. So it's another way to make some money for just a few dollars of Fortune Cash. You can win.
And how much does it cost to buy a ticket to enter the?
Yeah, it's right on the screen there. It's $15 worth of Fortune Cash. So whatever the trading rate is at the time. So right now it's like 2 or 3 hundredths of a cent or something like that. So I'm not sure. I'm not quite sure what it is, but we can figure it out here quick.
And so I guess as that pot gets bigger.
Yep. Yeah. So as people
into the ecosystem even more, if they're clued into it and they can see the pot getting bigger, they're going to want to get in there to get a bit of it, right?
That's exactly right. So yeah, it's like 0.003 right now. So if we were to just sort of, where am I?
What's that? $1 get you 300, so like 1,500 or so, maybe.
Yeah, about that.
Couple thousand Fortune Cash. It does auto conversion for you, so you don't have to do any math. You just say, "Oh, I want a ticket," and it automatically takes that much, whatever the Fortune Cash equals, $15 out of your wallet.
And you can buy up to 10 in one shot. You don't have to buy, and you can save a couple pennies on gas that way. But yeah, when this first and something else I forgot to mention about the lottery, when the eggs are live, purchases of the egg game funds the lottery as well. So it's sort of like everything he tries to do, Hydra, sort of benefits the ecosystem in some way. So people are going to buy the eggs to play the game, but it also is going to, a portion of that goes back to the lottery. A portion of the SOLCash used to buy the egg also goes back into the SOLCash pool for the ADACash staking to kind of increase its longevity. So he's always kind of trying to think of ways to do that sort of thing. Let's see what else we got here. I mentioned the casino. Another thing that he's done. He was a part of another. He was coding, assisting on another project that he ended up acquiring, and as a result, CASHVerse has an AI image generator now, and it does have NSFW capability. So if you're into that sort of thing, you can generate some adult content. It's pretty good. I mean, like I said, Christian and I, Buff and I do a lot of testing. So, you know, it works. I'll just leave it at that. And yeah.
Okay.
So one of the features that he will be integrating into it will be an NFT minting capability. So you'll be able to generate your image and instantly mint an NFT, which will be pretty.
Wait, so we're talking people will be able to generate porn and then make an NFT out of it. Is that what we're talking about?
Yeah, pretty much.
If so inclined, yeah, you can make whatever you want.
If that's your bag.
Unless it's illegal,
Okay.
right? You can't do
Yeah,
it.
he does have it does have filters. There's certain things that certain words that you won't allow, certain things that are not allowed. But yeah, basically, and that's using the fortune cash again. So you need a minimum of, I think it's like 1,500 fortune cash, which we just said is what, like, whatever.
I can't remember if it was 1,500 or 15,000. I'm not sure. I think there's going to be different levels.
You need to hold fortune cash even to connect to the AI system, and then when the generator is available, or when the minting's available, I think you'll be basically purchasing or contributing to that, to utilize that system.
So there is a bot version in the Telegram, and I think that's only like 1,500, and then there is a web-based version that really further extends the AI capabilities, and you have to hold a significant more amount of coins in order to use that.
Yeah, much more robust.
Yeah, you have a lot of stuff here, guys. Let me just say, there's like it's like we're unraveling layers upon layers and upon layers of stuff here. I want to ask you one question before it goes out of my mind. So how long is this project actually? When did you first create or did Hydra first create the ADACash? And
October of 2021.
Oh my God! So you're a mature project.
Yeah,
and that through COVID.
Yeah, and that's with him. He was down several months in the hospital. So
yeah, no, that's really got my attention now. So I mean, and this is only my opinion, and like, who am I? Just a degen girl hanging out in Web3, but I've been here for a little while. And any project that can make it through this horrible bear season and into the next cycle, it's got a really good chance of doing well.
This project is significant. Hydra did, for the first year and a half, he did all the coding by himself. He just because he doesn't trust anybody, to really jump in and potentially sabotage his code. So he just recently brought his brother on, and now he's letting his brother help, which, if anyone's going to trust someone, I guess your own family is okay. So it kind of helps with the logistics and speeding some things up. But he's been preparing us all to benefit every angle of any part of it that he's touched. So when the bear market's over, this is going to be substantial in the height of things. And you can look at the chart and see where it really went. All-time high market cap, I think it was 40 million, something like that.
Yeah, 42 million.
And if you were holding a max bag, which right now only costs what, like $1,500, something like that, after tax, you might be left with like $1,200 worth of a bag of ADACash, but that would have been worth almost $100,000 at the height. And with $2 million a day, you would have been making what, I think $2 million a day in volume. That was netting.
Well, we do have
$200 a day in passive income.
As Buff is mentioning it on the website, Hydra puts these calculators for fun. So, you know, what are you holding? So we'll just say a full bag, because, you know, he limits each bag. Just, I think there was a staking reason. It's 200.
Staking. You can have as much as you want in your wallet, but you can only stake up to 200 billion per wallet. Yeah,
so 200 billion. And let's just say we have 1 million in trading volume.
Mm-hmm.
So that's 200 a day in that bag. So 200 staking or 200 passively per day just on your ADACash.
And at the height of the time, that would have been, you'd have been making $400 a day just off that one bag.
That would have been a money printer.
Correct.
There's no two ways about it. So I've got some questions for you. I want to ask you. So you've got basically you've got 3 tokens, haven't you? You've got your ADACash, you've got your Solana Cash, and then you've got your Fortune Cash. So that means you've got 3 different market caps. Do you know the numbers? Do you know what your market caps are at?
ADACash is about 450 grand, I think. SOLCash is sitting somewhere around 300, and then Fortune Cash, unfortunately, is sitting down there around 20 or 30K because people are impatient. But once that casino goes live, that's not going to be the case for long at all. It's really crazy to see that it kind of came out right when the market was starting to have some hope again, and then went right back bearish. So we thought it was a great time to launch, and then the market just went right back down. So
yeah,
but all of the use case development he's doing right now is focused on Fortune Cash volume because it pumps the other tokens. So those, I don't want to speak for him, but I think the ADACash and SOLCash tokens are what they are. They do what they do. But Fortune Cash will be, you know, really what, you know, everything revolves around, because, you know, the ADACash, SOLCash volume, you know, they're still going to be driven with the Pokemon game when that's released. I think that's going to be great.
Oh, it's going to go into the stratosphere. Everybody loves Pokemon.
Those are not insignificant amounts of money at this level of DeFi for a project that's been deployed for as long as yours has, you know. And so you've got Fortune Cash, which is, I mean, it's lowish, but it's not terrible. But it's for what you're building, it's a great position to be buying in at, isn't it?
Oh, for sure.
It is. I agree. I agree with that. And something we had not yet mentioned, and I think it's very important to mention. It was just released actually last week officially, or early this week. He calls it SlotBot. So
yes, I saw that.
Yeah, for a couple of weeks, and this is something that we can actually show. So for a couple of weeks now, he's been running our slots. We call them the free slots. And it's basically, slot machine games where the users can play based on, having a minimum number of tokens in their wallet, and you're rewarded in either BNB or maybe a small amount of tokens of the particular project. And we've partnered up with a couple different projects, and Hydra will develop the slot for you for free, and you kind of go from there. So we've built out like 8 or 9 partners. Well, he did it in Telegram, so now projects can do this on their own. They can make their own slots, and additionally, you can advertise in the slot bot for your project. So as it grows out, it's kind of like the Bobby Buy bots. Everyone has those all over their Telegram. Well, now it'll be the same thing, except your community can play.
What?
So I'm gonna just run it, and you can see my screen, right?
Sorry, I'm not, because I didn't know about this, and I'm just hearing it now, and my little monkey brain's ticking over, and I'm like, wait a minute, this could blow up.
Yeah. So here is Slotbot, and you just start by asking it to start, and these are your buttons that you're prompted with, and I tried to set it up to demo for you. So the first thing you do as a user is you verify your wallet. So this works obviously on your phone and Telegram, or the PC, Telegram app. So I'm going to verify my wallet. And it says, hey, are you sure you want to verify your wallet? So I say yes. It's going to take you to your Wallet Connect. Let's see if my MetaMask is still open. Yes, it was. Perfect. So I verified my wallet, and that's kind of it. Oh, actually, bad demo. My wallet's already verified for me. So that's just because I already have it, but you can see what it was going to try to do.
Right, we get it. There'll be a button there that you can click on and then the pop-up will come from your wallet. Right?
So once the wallet's verified, then you can go ahead and list your wallets. These are all the wallets that I verified. And what's really cool is before, when we were running these slots, I would go to my iPad and run the slot from my iPad, and then go to my iPhone and run the slot from my iPhone. Because I have wallets all over the place. Well, now with this, once you run this verify process, and you can immediately disconnect your wallet from the web browser once you've verified it once. So now it's verified in Telegram, and now you can play the slots from here, all of your slots all over the place. So once you verify
in Telegram,
it is Telegram, yeah. That's
right.
Oh my
God! Sorry, my mind getting blown there.
No, it's great. So once you're in you verified, then you can go ahead and list the slots that are active in the game. And right now we're up to 8. So Fortune slot, this is our first one. This is the the CASHVerse Fortune Cash slot. And it pops right up, and I don't think I can even play it because I have ran them all for today. And oh, dude, of course.
Buy some extra spins. Do it, Moneybags.
Yeah, I guess I could.
Yeah, come on, do it. We want to
you
say
can buy extra spins after you run out.
Yeah, after
0.01 BNB or something like that.
Yeah, so by default, you get 10 free spins a day, assuming you hold the number of tokens required for the game, and the project owner sets these rules. So for the Fortune slot, you need to hold 1,500 Fortune Cash for your 10 free spins. I've already spun my slots. I may not even have anything in this wallet to demonstrate for you. But so you spin your slots. I could probably verify another wallet real quick and do something, but so you then spin your slot. You can switch to another wallet real quick because you're all verified, so you can see I've just switched. I don't have enough in this wallet, so it'd say, hey, do you want to buy some? And actually, you know what? I can probably transfer some Fortune Cash to this wallet just to demonstrate. If you bear with me, I can do that to show you how it works.
Go on. I mean, so people have to hold Fortune Cash to be able to play this game. What about the other games? I'm just trying to figure out how that feeds into your ecosystem.
Yep, exactly. Great question. Okay. It's a great question. So the the reason it feeds the ecosystem, there's two actually. The first is, so here's one. This particular slot, I'm not even familiar with this project. This project here. So you need to hold whatever the requirements are. I don't even know what this is. It doesn't even matter to me because I don't know what it is. But so the first thing it does is it gives CASHVerse exposure because you can click on our links. You can go to our casino, right? You could do those two things. So that is
just like Bobby Bybot. Whenever Bobby Bybot pops up, there's advertising attached to it.
So that's one.
Revenue comes in.
That's one. And the other benefit is, just like Clough mentioned, when you run out of spins for your freebie, you then can buy 10 more spins if you'd like, but that costs money, right? So if you do that, the BNB goes into the jackpot wallet, and at the end of the tournament, the number one winner gets 60% of that jackpot. 30% goes back to buy Fortune Cash and burn it, and 10 goes back to CASHVerse for development and marketing. So
and everybody wins.
Everybody
apart from the poor gambler that just gambled their ass away.
Yeah, that's right.
Plus, what other advertising revenue is earned, right? So if you create a project or somebody just wants to run ads, just like they would on Bobby Bybot, right? So Bobby Bybot might be promoting X token, but B token is advertising on X token's notifications. They can also do that with the SlotBot, right? So you can say, I want to run ads on SlotBot because it's cheaper than Bobby Bybot. So now you're going to come in and you say, okay, run ads on SlotBot for 1 week for 1 BNB or just for, whatever, the charges for those advertising fees.
Yep.
And then that also goes back to the Fortune Cash ecosystem.
Yep.
Yeah,
so the other thing. So this isn't. Yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead. No,
right. So if projects are looking at this now and they're thinking, we wouldn't mind one of those slot machines. How do they go about doing that? Do they just literally come into your chat, come and talk to you guys, and then you'll hook them up?
It used to be that way, but with the iteration of SlotBot now, they can go into the SlotBot and create their own slot with this bot. They just put in their images that they want, set the parameters of the slot machine, and it's created.
And does that cost them anything?
Nothing.
It's the advertising and the extra buys that creates the productivity for Fortune Cash. But the SlotBot itself is free. The other two things automatically contribute to Fortune Cash. So as a creator, it helps them for them. It's fun for their project, right? They can create a prize if they want. They can set that parameter in there too. Hey, we want to give, 0.1 BNB for the weekly prize for first place, and that gives people incentive to hold and keep playing and keep holding the token because, if I sell my token, I can't play this slot anymore.
So this is like an example of an advertisement. So if one isn't running, he just runs ours. So even on the free, if a community were to run a free, like we had one that was created earlier.
Simpsons one, I think.
Yeah, Krusty the Clown. So they made a free slot for their own project, but Hydra's running our ad on it. So it doesn't hurt us at all.
And
so sorry?
How do people go about getting the advertising?
Yep. So there is another button right here. You can book an ad.
It takes you straight to the web link.
And it's just, you just, what do you want to upload, where, when, how long, and you just pay for it.
So you just need this bot to go viral.
Yeah.
Yeah. This one's going to be huge. And then everything else happens organically because of the bot.
And this is brand new. This is why you wanted to come and see us tonight, so you could showcase.
Well, that happened actually after I already booked the AMA with you. He released that like the next day. I was like, "Oh, that was fantastic timing."
I would say somebody's smiling on you.
I think so. And just for
and you can also get to the lottery here. I just wanted to mention that. And I think this is cool too. He does this for, potential projects. You can, all right, am I going to get any visibility? Well, they can just see, who's doing what. That's the wrong button, sorry. Statistics. So you can see, what's happening with the slots.
Okay, this is really cool. This is really interesting, because this gives your token Fortune Cash real utility. So that super low price that it's at the moment. I don't know.
Let's see. I want to just mention. I'm trying to, since this is recorded, I want to make sure we get all the info out. Some people may be reluctant. Some people may be reluctant to do the verify, like we did here. So if that's the case, they can do this external slot and do what we, had done all the time. And you can just do the play, and then you'll connect your wallet like you always would in like the traditional connect wallet circumstance. And that way you don't have to do a verify. But the verify really is the same. It just depends on someone's comfort level. To me, though, the Telegram kind of collecting all your wallets it's extremely convenient. Ever since that, I just roll through my slots in the morning as part of my routine, and go about my day, because it is a chance to win stuff. So I try to make sure I get it done every day. If you miss your slots, you're not going to win that week because other people don't miss.
Yeah. And so the projects that are creating their own slots, I guess they're going to be depositing reward tokens to pay out if people win. Is that?
Yes, correct. So, and he mentions that somewhere. And so let me just show you that since you asked. Make a slot. So on the buys, if you buy extra spins, the BNB is automatically paid out to the winner, but it says it right here. But you are responsible for your token rewards.
Okay. That makes a lot of sense.
Because we certainly wouldn't know. But the BNB for the buys is automatic.
Yeah. So, but is that decentralized? Do they have to deposit tokens so that there's something to pay out? Or how does that work?
No, they'll probably, that's a good question. I think it's just a direct pay. They're just going to pay directly to their winners.
Okay,
right?
So they'll have the data there in their interface, and they'll see this person won, this
That's right.
wallet won, this wallet won.
Yeah,
and then
that's
they'll
right.
send them okay. It'd be nice if it could be decentralized. Do you know if Hydra has any plans to implement that?
I'd have to ask. I don't know the answer to that.
Okay, that's fair.
He tries to make everything decentralized. Originally, CASHVerse came out and it wasn't. They just wanted to get it out because that was part of their baby for SOLCash. And then the original developers that they hired weren't really the best. So we switched over to a place that's much more expensive. Therefore, they're going much more slower, taking their time and making it decentralized as it was supposed to be in the first place. So the first developers, they released a web-based version. We were like, no, this isn't at all what we wanted. So, we kind of rope that back in. Everybody gets to keep their NFTs that already had them while we wait on the new company to finalize the Web3 version of the CASHVerse game.
Okay. You have literally so much. I know I've said it a couple of times already. You have literally so much going on here. I think if we had another couple of hours, we wouldn't have time to really delve deep into it. But I think you've given a really good representation of what you've got. And for me, certainly, this looks really interesting. You know, I want to get into this. I want to really have a look, because I mean, just the thing with the simplicity of the Telegram bots, and you know, the way that we use Telegram in DeFi. I know we have our Discord camp as well, but I'm guessing that this bot could probably be transferred over to Discord. And I'm not a dev or anything like that. I've got no idea about coding and all that kind of stuff. But I'm just imagining that it's possible. So, and the way that this all feeds back into Fortune Cash, yeah, this is really nice. Before we go any further, I just want to say we got 29, 30 people are dropping in and out in the chat, and I want to be fair, because this is the first time that we've run this format for the prizes giveaway with the duck race and everything. So for those people that are here, that I know you weren't here when I gave the first password, I'm going to give it again. That's DGEM. That's DGEM. There's still a second password to come, and we will do that when we move into the end of this AMA, just to make sure that you do actually stay and pay attention. Okay, guys, I want to go through a couple of the simple bits. So, security. Are these contracts audited? No, I mean, clearly you've been deployed for a little while, but you're building now. So how are you taking care of those things? Because that's obviously important.
Yeah, those are good questions. And for me to attempt to answer them, you know, on a technical level, I wouldn't be doing it justice. I'm a technical guy, but I can only tell you that Hydra is extremely, extremely technical and deeply concerned about that kind of thing. And I'm sure that he could answer it better. I can tell you that Juiced, who is our vice president of the CASHVerse, which is actually LLC. I don't know if you knew that part. They have it's actually LLC. He has sorry.
We're in the U.S., so maybe that term may not be synonymous.
Oh, apologize. Yep. So he's a network security background, so he is a security guy. So you know that comes into play a bit there.
That's pretty massive.
Yeah. And
just on that, can you explain to the people that are all around the world what an LLC is, please?
It's a limited liability corporation. So it just sort of, I guess, validates that we're legitimate, I guess, in a very, very simple way of putting it. It's an official business.
So in other words, you're fully doxed.
Right. You could be sued basically in America, right? If you were to try and rug or back out, we are on paper as being a legitimate business with intellectual integrity, right? So you have intellectual property rights and everything like that. So we're also partnered with BlackRock and GameSpot, which they attempt to be.
Sorry, you just keep dropping these little bits in, and it's like it's this thing that looks like, that's quite nice. It's just blowing up more and more and more. The more you speak about it.
Yeah, I said Juice, but I mean his name is Zach. He is doxed. It's LLC's in his name. You know, he's got a LinkedIn and is officially doxed. He's on the website. I mean, you know, Buff and I are not. That's, you know, like I said, we're just holders. That's why we're not cameras on right now. But you know, those guys are all, you know, Hydra's doxed as well. He actually doxed from the hospital bed, you know, when he woke up from his coma. So that was
Wow.
kind of funny for us, but that was his way of showing us he was still alive. He literally said it, I'm still fucking alive or whatever. Yeah. So that's what the LLC means. So from the audited, yes. I would be more comfortable getting you more information from those guys if you needed it. I just don't want to answer out of turn.
I can't remember if they ran an audit. I want to feel like I say they did. I don't know whom they did it from, but it ended up getting us. We're listed. ADACash and SOLCash are both listed on CoinMarketCap and CoinGecko. So they've been out there for a while. We're definitely, security is number one. Hydra thoroughly reviews any code and doesn't really let anybody.
That's why he won't hire another developer.
Yeah.
I mean, the CASHVerse game is the only third-party dev out there, just because of the complexity and how much is involved, and he couldn't do it by himself from a time perspective. Otherwise, he would do it. But again, I would rather just get you more info than tell you the wrong thing.
No, that's amazing, because I mean, I talk to so many people, and when they don't know, you can tell they just start talking shit, and it's like, look, if you don't know, just tell us you don't know, because that's all right. It's all right not to know. Okay. I mean, what you have here has really surprised me. I thought we were looking at a couple of reflection coins and a gambling game, but actually it's much more complex than that. But then you have that added ingredient of the Telegram bot, which with the right marketing, with the right eyes on it, it could really blow up, because it could be so useful for so many projects. How many, just on that, how many projects could you potentially get into that bot? Is that limited, or?
That's limitless.
Yeah, it's directly integrated with Telegram. So as long as Telegram's up, it will work. So.
And people can keep adding to it and adding to it, and then the contracts will work out. Have a look. So it's kind of like a way of offering a staking solution that pays out on a gamble. If that's, is that?
I don't. I mean.
Well, no. Let me explain what I mean by that.
It gives liquidity security, right? Because people want to hold X amount of tokens so they can keep playing.
So they can
the
keep
floor
their
of
free gamble.
that project strong.
Yeah. That's what I mean. It gives incentive for people to hold those tokens, because tomorrow morning I'm going to wake up, I'm going to have 10 more goes on my slot machine, and I might win big.
Yeah, we had one of our recent projects. They introduced a staking platform. So when we showed them the slot bot, or actually it was prior to the slot bot, when they showed them the slot machine, they said, yeah, that's cool. And we got them into it. All of their holders had just staked everything. So everyone had to pick up a couple tokens. So that was kind of cool.
That's even better then, isn't it?
Yeah.
Everybody's already parked all their funds, and then they have to go and buy more. That's the whole point. That's exactly what we want. All right, guys. Thank you for coming along and talking to us tonight. It has honestly, I mean this, it's been really, really interesting finding out about your project, and I certainly am going to go off now and have a deeper dive for myself, because I'm interested. This has really piqued my curiosity, shall we say. I just want to say, I think it's a really lovely story as well, that you have Hydra, like you said earlier, who was very poorly by the sounds of it. And the first thing that he wanted to do when he started feeling better was get back into his baby and carry on with this thing, which speaks volumes in itself. So, I mean, from what I'm kind of gleaning here, this has been a project that's been going for some time. The team is time served and proven, and your lead developer is just starting to recover. And what he wants to do is build. He has all these ideas, some solid foundations there as well. Did I miss anything? Is there anything else?
No, you did. You did great. And all those, all these projects are serious and they feed back into each other. And just for a bit of fun, when we leave, I have a link, and I know Dad Bod has a link. We're launching a full-blown meme coin on Ethereum that's done through the new X7 Finance platform that's going to overtake Uniswap. So it's just for fun. This one's just it's a full degen meme play. Get your token. It's going to be launching soon. So we'll drop a link for that if anybody's interested in
Hydra's done it. It's all Hydra. So
and the same dev is
yeah. It's more like Buff said. It's not related to the ecosystem. It's more because it's meme season. To do something fun while everything's quiet. But
well, now is the time to build. We're in the bear season. We're waiting. Yeah. We know what's coming. It's inevitable. Yeah. It's in the code. We know every 4 years the code changes. The rewards half for Bitcoin, everything follows Bitcoin, and we're all happy again. But at the moment, it's time to build, isn't it?
Yes, that's right.
And that looks exactly what you guys seem to be doing, which is really, really cool. I think we're going to wrap this up now because, you've given us a lot. You've given me a lot to think about. I think. Yeah, and if you can get all your links together, I know you sent me over something earlier. I asked you to forward it to the chat, but I'm guessing it's got buried by now underneath loads of stickers and GIFs and all that other fun stuff. I want to just open up to our audience tonight. If you guys have got any questions, then just put them in the chat now, and we'll go through them. And if you guys can, if you can answer them, that'd be really good. So. Guys, you've got questions, put them in the chat now, and we'll go through them. And actually, we've still got people joining, and I won't be giving out that the first code word again.
All right, so guys. I'm embarrassed to say this, but I don't know how to see the chat in this meeting.
I think the chat's still restricted. It says admins of the group have restricted your ability to send messages. I think that's still blocked.
Yeah. Okay. I'm only seeing Jesse. I'm only seeing you right now. I don't know
right. All right. I have the power. Let me do something now.
Just
that makes
swipe,
sense. Thank
swipe
you.
down, Dad. Bob.
Sorry, I just
see the chat.
No. I thought I had only muted people in the video chat, but let me check. Wait.
Just ask a question while you figure that out.
Yeah, please do. Please do. Camelo.
Okay. Hey guys, Camelo here. One question. Have you considered the fact about, the hassle? What are you going to do about central exchanges and listings and all that with that many tokens?
Well, I think the issue right now, at least to this point, is many of those are problematic because of the tokenomics. And that's probably a question that I am not qualified to answer beyond.
No. Yeah, Hydra right now doesn't necessarily have the interest of listing on an exchange until an exchange wants to accommodate tokenomics, just as any reflection token, like, Safe Moon or any of those that are on there, they don't work. It just doesn't work. So until one of them gets their head out of their rear and actually fixes the code to where reflection tokens can be on exchanges, I don't really see that being a thing.
Okay. Well, at the end of the day, there are exchanges that offers that.
They have them, but they don't get real-time reflections, and that's an issue. Or they don't get the reflections appropriate, or the liquidity, the liquidity pools for that token will be off from what the actual real-time price of that token is.
Yeah, definitely. I was just wondering. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
And while she's typing, so one last question. You said that one token is pumping the other. Is that automatically through the smart contracts where it will be where it's buying?
Yeah. So that's the Fortune Cash you're referring to. So Fortune Cash buys, Fortune Cash sells, alternate the buy of ADACash and the buy of SOLCash, and that is all automated with the smart contract.
But isn't that creating pressure on your the first token, because since none of these exchanges allow you to, you can't take the BNB or whatever the pair is before it swaps. Well, then that have to happen. Have you experienced any issues with the sell pressure coming from that on the first token?
Can you start that question again? I didn't get the beginning.
Yeah, so what I was asking is that have you experienced, what is the sell pressure on the first token, since that none of these, Uniswap and PancakeSwap and so on and so forth don't allow you to take the BNB or whatever the pair is before the swap happens, and that means you have to swap it from your native token over to that, and then make buying it.
When that executes, it doesn't create a downward pressure on our token just because of the reflection. That doesn't happen. When it's executed through Fortune Cash, it buys in the liquidity pair together. That way, there's no issue.
The funds is buying. Do you have so it pair with the first token, or is it?
It goes back and forth. So sometimes it'll alternate appropriately, right? So if 15K bought into ADACash, the next 15K will buy into SOLCash, and so on. But the floor on both of those tokens has been steady. So right now, the people are holding their long-term diamond hands. They haven't sold out. We don't really have much sell pressure on either of our charts right now.
Yeah, ADACash is at 51% total supply staked.
So there is no sell pressure. All them little bumps go up, but there hasn't been a lot of volume on Fortune Cash right now. We're waiting to get the slot bot out. And once the slot bot came out, he's going to start working more towards putting the casino live and a little bit larger than what it currently is. And then that'll create massive volume in Fortune Cash. And then you'll see all the green candles on the other one. There's nothing that's going to push it to go down.
Could you please post a link to the chart?
I still don't have access to type in the group. I can't put anything in.
Okay. Jesse, let me see if I can.
Working on it. I don't. Sometimes I love Telegram, and sometimes I hate it. Okay, apparently it's already been done. Everybody should be able to talk. Everybody should be able to chat in the text, but apparently not. But we do have somebody has managed to. I don't know how, but we do have a question.
Sure. Jesse, do you want me to help you while you speak and add the?
Yes, please. Can you?
I will do that, Jesse.
Please. Because you have the power as well, don't you? Yeah, so AJ asks, if a business wants to advertise on the bot only, what kind of price point are we looking at? And can I DM one of you? Who should I contact? I think the answer to the second question is going to be yes, right? But yeah, over to you guys. Do you have any idea of what it costs to advertise?
I think I can look right now. I think as soon as you click on the page, it tells you, depending on the text, he has a text ad or he has the banner ad. So just a minute, please. Oh, I can share, I guess, here. Sorry. All right, so we're back in the Telegram. So if we go book ads, .1 BNB per day for the moment. I don't know. I don't know where the text ad. I thought it was 0.0. I thought I saw somewhere it was 0.05 per day for the text. I don't know where that ended up. And then you could message either one of us if you'd like.
So 0.05 per.
I thought that was the case. I don't see that. I don't know what's happening there.
So that's like, we're talking $15 a day. Do you know how many groups have this bot in currently?
I don't, but I think if we look here, I mean, there's 7 slots running, which means there's at least, 8 slots. And there's, I think 2 are ours, so that's 6 other projects right now. And the 7th project is not in a slot bot yet because it was mid-release. So as soon as their current tournament ends, they'll be in slot bot. So what's that? Like 7 other projects at the moment, and we just released it. So.
Wait, so this is brand new. The slot. Sorry, we're going to wrap up in a second because I said we'd keep it to an hour and a half, but we did start a little bit late, so we'll go on a little bit longer.
Yeah, it's brand new.
This has only just been released, right?
Yeah.
You said since.
Yeah, the slot game has been a couple weeks. So you could do the slot. The slot is the same. You could do it on the web for a couple weeks now. But being in Telegram, the slot is the same. But being in the Telegram app is brand new. I think Tuesday, maybe like 5 days, 4 days.
So this is only just starts. This is literally right. I'm sorry, I'm getting really excited. I'm like trying to think about where I can pull some liquidity because I'm going to buy some of this fortune cash because I can see this. Honestly, I really can see this blowing up. If this starts going around the groups and projects get a hold of this, like God, it could get everywhere.
Buy it. Buy it up.
All in. I do say this a lot. Queen of DJs for a reason. But yeah, guys, you've been amazing tonight. Thank you so much. I know we've got some eager beavers waiting in the chat that want to know the second code word. And I said I would let you guys decide on the second code word. So could you give them all a code word so they can start sending us their Google forms and we can work out who our winners are and see who's actually racing in the duck race tonight?
Yeah, we'll go military term, FUBAR, FUBAR.
I use that. I love it.
Nice.
I didn't know it was a military term though. I just heard you say it. And I'm like,
yeah, it's you. I mean, it's you.
Beyond all reasoning. Yeah. So that code word again.
FUBAR.
FUBAR. FUBAR. That's FUBAR. FUBAR. And if you've been good DJs and you've done what you're supposed to be, and I've been really nice tonight, I've made it really easy for you because I gave you that first code word a few times. So really, if you haven't got it by now, then you don't deserve to be winning anything. I'm like going to say that and stand by it absolutely. So yeah, is there anything that you guys want to tell us that we haven't covered here, or anything that you want to leave us with?
I mean, there's a lot of info, and I don't know at this point what we've covered or missed. So I guess, you know, it's a cool community. We've been around a while now. A lot of projects have come and gone 5 times since. You know, a lot of us who are involved in the community, as Christian said, I keep saying his name, Buff said, you know, diamond hands, well invested, you know. So you know, if you get in our Telegram, a lot of us can help out. Hydra himself is in Telegram quite a bit, answering questions. He's got a different approach. I try to rein him in sometimes. He gets a little. He wakes up choosing violence, but you know, we'll. Sometimes I have to ask him to, you know, take a breather. But you know, it's a good group. A lot of people have a lot of information. We can answer the questions for you, but we also have quite a bit of fun in there. It's a little quiet right now. I think everyone's a little bear marketed out, you know, but that's where the slots come in. You know, that kind of keeps people, you know, fun, and you know, but it's a good group. He's always trying to do something cool to keep it going, to drive volume, and that's really what it's all about. So he's got cool ideas. He's brilliant. I mean, that's not me just, you know, talking shit because he's our guy. He is brilliant. He comes up with really cool stuff. So that's it. I mean, I appreciate everyone joining. Thanks for the opportunity. I guess that's it for me.
It's been a pleasure. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming and joining us and sharing your project with us tonight.
Yeah, so join the Telegram, ask any questions, and if anybody has, you know, they want to DM us information on the bot, you know, let us know. Or you can ask right in our Telegram. Someone will get it to you. If we haven't, I'll put it in the summary. You know, you can join the bot. It doesn't cost anything. You can make a slot. It doesn't cost anything. Even if you want to just add it to a community just for fun, you know, you can do that. I mean, Hydra created one today with our Kashimon characters. You know, minimal. You know, you don't need a requirement to hold. You can just.
Can I ask a question really quickly? Can you add one here for us, please?
I don't think we can. I mean, we need like the 9 photo. You need like your reel of photos to upload. So it takes more than just a moment, but.
Well, no, just to get the bot.
Oh, yeah. Can we chat yet? I don't know if we can chat.
Should be able to, but it may be because everybody's joined the VC already and the permissions were off.
Just maybe he missed, maybe he missed the rose. That's right. Mario mentioned it, and maybe that's it. Did you miss the rose thing about being a human? The guy, I can't remember his name.
Miss the rose thing? I don't know.
When you come into the chat, you have to press a button. Rose says, press
Rose,
this button.
Rose. Maybe I did, yeah. But she's letting me talk, but I'm not a human, I guess. I don't know. Maybe I did. Can I leave and come back? Yeah.
Yeah.
Buff, can you chat? Can you type? Is he there? I listen.
No, I can't.
Jesse, I can. I send it to you directly.
Here earlier.
Was it in the? Was Slopbot in there?
I think. Where's
Right.
this?
What I'm going to do is wrap this up so I can stop recording.
Yeah,
I'm going to go into the settings and have a look at everything. But what I would like you to, firstly, I want to say thank you. So I really mean it. Thank you. It's been really, for me personally, it's been really interesting. listening to all the cool things, you know, because we've got so much crap, let's face it. When we find something like this that's got real utility and like, it's interesting, it's really cool. So thank you. This is what DeFi is all about for me, anyway. When you leave, what I'd like you to do, I know you've already sent us a thing with lots of information in it. When I saw that come through earlier, I was like, oh my God, there's a lot here. But could you also send us all the links to the things that you've been talking about? So the Fortune Cash website, where they can find the bot things, so that people can go away and upload those bots. And we'll talk as well, because I would like us to have one of your bots here in our community, because I think it's really cool and it's a fun thing. Why not?
Sure thing. And just so you know, I did in our chat, you know, our small chat, I added the slot bot right now, so you can take a look at that. But we'll get that. We'll get that collected for you. Get that information for you.
Yeah, we'll talk to Mario. He's he's the technical. I'm not technical. It's just mouth. That's it. And we'll get it set up here so everybody can have a look at it and have a go with it. And we'll get all your links up as well.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
All right, amazing. So, guys, right, the last password again, just in case you didn't hear it for whatever reason. And give everybody the most chance possible. So the last password that you needed tonight was FUBAR, FUBAR, which means fucked up beyond all reasoning, which I think is really appropriate for us here in Web3 DeFi. I'm going to stop recording now and just say thank you to all of you that turned up and that did stay all the way through this. Those of you that already have your Protoverse NFTs, I'm assuming that you've raised them before and you know the whole process, but just in case you don't, you need to go into the Protoverse race website that we'll put up now, just in case, and register before the lobby closes. The lobby actually closes at 9:30 UTC, and the race is scheduled to begin at 10 p.m. UTC. I'm going to leave the chat open so that people can talk, and when we get going with the race stuff, when the lobby closes, we'll be back here and we'll stream the race in the voice chat so that you guys can all see. I think lovely Miss Nadia is going to come along and do some awesome commentary for us. So yeah, and we'll put up a list of all the winners as well. So keep an eye out. Get your Google forms into us now so we can start going through them and seeing who's won. I think like people have got a good chance tonight of getting an NFT if you haven't already got one. So yeah, with that,
let's enjoy the round and officially welcome everyone on Jesse Degen Race.
This is my favorite bit where they all get a shot.
Yeah.
I think somebody snuck in right at the end. I think it changed to 26 entries right at the end.
Oh, well.
Boom, boom. Let's see the pre-round. Oh, wow.
Elon Musk has not been shot. Elon, you owe me a Tesla.
Nico
Just
Hamas.
saying.
Kevin is in. Gabriel is in. Amarachi, Badger. Rodrigo is out. Another friendly duck is out. Frog, I mean. Livron is in.
And yes, Jesse Degen's duck survived.
Yes. And
Now,
here the suited ducks.
You can scroll down if you want to make some like consultation prices in the future. You can scroll down and see who was the losers, for example.
Okay.
And then the finalists.
The race is going to start. Let's fucking go. Let's duck and go. Woo!
We can see the super lucky.
I'm not in there.
On main race.
eliminated in the pre-round.
And all ducks are lining up, but who will take the lead? Let's see.
Jesse, did you remember to click share with sound?
You can turn the sound on by clicking.
Okay. Let me do the sound.
Gabriel with his soulless duck is taking the lead. Amarachi is speeding next to him. Come on, Mama Duck is falling behind. Badger as well. Hannah is too slow. Well, that is a long race.
I feel like I'm on the horse track, Miss Nadia.
Yeah. Let's see. Come on, Hannah. Put some speed in.
You know, it can be difficult. It's like small feet. Like top feet are really small.
To hold his speed. He's giving himself chance to win today, maybe. Come on, ducks.
Oh, there's a lot of lagging, isn't there?
It is, but it's fine. It's getting interesting now.
If Jesse Degen's duck wins, we'll be giving that praise to the person that should have won.
KFC is trying to speed up.
The moment of truth.
Between maybe CK, Bo, or Amarachi. Let's see. Two soulless ducks against one A hero. Maybe somebody trying to surprise us. Let's see. Hannah is getting up. Kevin with his A hero duck.
Bull's going for it.
Yes, Bull is taking the first place. And let's see who is taking the second and the third.
That's Jesse, isn't it? Let's see.
No. Jesse's actually excluded.
Well, we will see.
One. Jesse, you took the second one.
No. It's whoever comes third and fourth then that wins the prizes.
Let's see. Hannah was all the way behind, but seems like she's getting third. Let's see the winners now.
And Jesse, the lagging is on your end, so I'm not sure it's because you are have too many windows open or what it is, but it's on your end.
I have a lot open now.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
how do we? So it was C COVID fourth place.
COVID. It's CK also from Wildest Lounge. Yes, CK.
So we've got Bull is first place. Jesse Degens doesn't count, obviously. Hannah is second place, and CK is third place. So congratulations, Bull. You've won 100 BUSD. Hannah, you've won $80 equivalent in Fortune Cash. And CK, you've won $70 equivalent in Fortune Cash.
Oh, congratulations.
Go. I knew those steroids would work.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, everyone.